Okay, we're getting ready to start a new kitchen remodel. And so we want to introduce you to it and show you what it looks like before we get started. We're going to call this house the Blue House because they just resided their house and it's got a beautiful blue siding on it. So this kitchen is not a very big kitchen, and we talked about a lot of different ways of trying to make it feel bigger. Um, you can see this wall right here is not a bearing wall. And so I was trying to move it this way a couple of feet because we have the living room right here and making it a little bit smaller to make the kitchen a little bit bigger. But they decided they didn't want to give up the space in the living room. Now we're doing some entertainment center around their piano in there. But so this is staying where it's at. But what we're going to do is we're going to tear out this closet right here and this closet right here. And we're going to relocate the fridge to here. And then we're going to get rid of the peninsula and we're going to have a very small island. It's not going to be an island that you can sit at. You know, just it'll just be a little extra counter space and a little extra storage in the middle here. Otherwise, the appliances and fixtures and stuff are kind of staying where they're at. One of the things we are going to do is add a bunch of lighting because the lighting's not really good. So we're going to add a bunch of can lights here and we're adding a bunch of can lights over in this other room. And then we're going to take out this tile floor and this whole main floor down the hallway, not the bedrooms or the bathroom, but down this hallway and the living room here and the kitchen's going to all be laminate. And so it'll be really nice to do that. And then we'll repaint everything. But we are going to put cabinets on the left and right side of the piano and across the top of the piano. And then over here, you can see this is a half wall. And a lot of times builders will do this to keep costs down rather than having to do railings. But we're going to tear this out and put railing here. It goes across this way. So um, that'll look really nice and it'll actually make the room seem a lot bigger. So we're excited to show you this project. We start next week on the demolition and then we start putting everything back together. So we'll try and do some more segments and show you how we go through this. Okay, so we've made a lot of progress since our last update. We've got all the drywall work done and the cabinets are all installed. You can see behind me. She's chosen a really nice gray stain color on the cabinets and it looks really great. You can see we have this little island in the middle right here and it's just a work area. There's no overhang on it for chairs or anything like that. It's just a nice solid work area with lots of drawer storage in it. And so we're getting pretty close on this. The laminate floor is already in. You can see that down here. You can see we've got the laminate floor in over here. And then next is to do all the finished carpentry. If you look over here, we have all the trim and stuff here ready to go. And we'll try and get our painter in here right after that. So we have all the baseboard and the casing around the doors to do. Um, we're replacing all the casing on the hallway side of the doors down the hallway and all the entry doors and the coat closet. And then we're also, this is a new sliding glass door, and we're going to case this as well. A lot of times it's just drywall that dives into it, but we're going to do the wood casing. Will have a nice header, craftsman header above it. I wanted to show you the crown on here. This is a kind of a craftsman style crown that you see up here. So it doesn't have the normal swoopies in it that crown does. But look how intricate the work is going around this corner right here. It's pretty awesome. And then this is what they're looking at for their backsplash. It's a glass tile. And then this is their countertops. Right now the range is sitting in the middle of the kitchen because we try to keep the range plugged in and available for them to use as long as possible. So so it's been unplugged and plugged back in a bunch of times. We also had their sink in for as long as we could, but of course we had to take it out to put the flooring in and the new cabinets. Then I want to show you this. This right here is a kind of a cool little spot if I can get it open without breaking my fingernail. But it's just a little hidden spot to put a cutting board or cookie sheet or something. So this is kind of like a little china cabinet area right here, a little display area. And so we can have under cabinet lighting in the kitchen. So it's going to be really awesome. I can't wait. Over here we have the railing. This is the rustic style railing. You can see we let the kids decorate it. The kids have been drawing on it over here. Next, we're waiting for our railing guy. He's kind of running behind right now. But anyways, now let me show you this is the family room area, and we put in two cabinets right here, and then the piano fits in between them. And so it's going to look really nice in here and lots of storage. You see the fridge is out here. We try to keep the fridge plugged in during the whole remodel so you still have access to your fridge while we're remodeling. So there's your update for right now. Next time we'll be showing you countertops and stuff like that and all the finished trim. So we're all done with the blue house, and this remodel turned out amazing. This kitchen looks so amazing compared to what it was. Let's show you some of the features in this kitchen. So we put a small island in here. There wasn't enough room for a normal sized island, so we made it narrower, and we don't have an overhang on it. But she's got all this extra workspace, and in it is the garbage cans, very conveniently located. And then you'll notice that some of the appliances are white and some are stainless steel or brushed nickel because that was a brand new fridge before we started the remodel and a brand new dishwasher. So eventually when they replace those, they'll change them out to stainless. But you can see we have the under cabinet lighting, and we've switched now to tape lighting. If you look underneath here, it's just a really narrow band of lighting, but it's tape lighting and it's LED, and it's very unobtrusive and also it's very bright, and so it works really nice. These cabinets are white oak, which is really popular right now. This is a white oak cabinet with a gray stain on it, and we've done a few kitchens this way lately. This right here is a bowl that I made. You probably noticed on some of the other videos, I usually do something for my customers that I made in my little wood shop. So this is a maple bowl. And this is that new style of microwave that I really love. I pointed out on a few other videos. See how much shallower it is than the typical microwave? And yet there's plenty of room. Oh, there's breakfast is in there still. But there's still plenty of room for everything that you typically do in a microwave. And yet allows you to have bigger cabinets, taller cabinets above the microwave. And this one we vented, so there's actually some venting that goes through. So this microwave is vented like a normal exhaust fan. It's not recirculating like you find as typical. Um, we wanted our sink centered, and we moved the fridge. The fridge used to be over there, so we moved it over here. So we had a little bit of extra space, and so we put this little cabinet in here that's great for cutting boards and stuff. We had to put a different handle on it because the normal handle wouldn't let it open all the way. We've added a lot of storage. You remember we took out a couple of closets that were here, and so now we have this storage too. And this is so much more efficient to have this type of storage than a pantry because you have adjustable shelves and you get to use all the space. Typically, a pantry closet's 2 feet deep, but the shelving's only like 16 inches deep. Here, the shelving is full depth, so you get a lot more use of the space. And then, of course, look at all the drawers. Drawers are so much nicer than having to get down and see into shelves or even having to open doors and do pull-out shelves. So we just do we typically are doing a lot more drawers these days. This cabinet, we had to make it a little shallower to make room for the door. Now, partway through the project, they decided that this used to be a half wall, and so we tore that out and put railing on here. And then we used the same white oak and we stained it with the same stain that was used on the cabinets. And so this makes the room seem a lot bigger. And then we have our new laminate floor down here. And then let me show you in the family room the cabinets that we did here in the family room. We added some cabinetry on the left and right side of the piano so they have a lot better storage and organization for all their books and music and stuff. Because this is kind of part of their gathering room. They have a family room downstairs too, but they spend a lot of time in here with homework and piano lessons and stuff like that. So this laminate floor is from Floor & Decor, and it's a product called AquaGuard. And they have lots of different flavors, but again, as we've talked about in the past, it's a It's a nice thicker floor. It's 12 millimeters thick, which is about 3/8 of an inch. And it's a 100% waterproof. And so it's a great for kitchens. We even do it sometimes in bathrooms. But this color is very popular because a lot of the grays and the whites are real popular right now. We redid all the trim on this hallway. So we did all new baseboards in the craftsman style and casing. And then there used to be a swamp cooler, and we turned it into an attic access, and we replaced the lights with the can lights. So this hallway is a lot brighter and nicer to use. And so, anyways, the whole project turned out great. So we hope you've enjoyed watching us transform this kitchen from what it was to how awesome it is now. We really appreciate you taking time to watch our video. And if you like what you saw, please hit the like button, but also subscribe to our channel as well. And if you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, then we can notify you every time we post a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.